Did you know that you could summon a Long to rain down thunder in Black Myth Wukong? Because I didn't, until I crafted the Golden Loong Staff. This weapon completely changes the game, turning every pillar stance heavy attack into a thunderstorm of destruction. Let's break down the ultimate Thunder Long build and see just how powerful this thing can be. I've tested a lot of Thunder builds, but this one is hands down the most fun. Why? Because summoning Longs to unleash massive thunder damage is just too good to pass up. So let's get over the setup step by step. For the armor, we're rocking the Long Scale armor set. Why? Because it's the best choice for Thunder builds. It significantly increases thunder damage and making our attacks even more devastating. This set is a must-have for Thunder builds. For the headpiece, we've got two solid choices. The Golden Fang Tail Crown, best for extra mana, making it great if you want to use Spellbinder, or the Golden Mask of Fury. This one is great for focus regeneration, making us use those 3 or 4 focus points even more. I will be showing both options in this video, so you can decide which works best for your playstyle. For the vessel, I'm using the Needle. This one increases critical damage and hit chance, making our heavy attacks even more powerful. For Curios, we have 2 different setups to maximize our damage output. First, we got the Spellbinder focus build, which has 2 Thunder Flame Seals, increase mana for more spell usage, 2 times the Beast Buddhas, adds more critical damage, and finally the Ember Prayer Bats helps generating focus points even faster. And if you don't want to use the Spellbinder, this is the non-Spellbinder build. Swap 2 Thunderflame Seals for 2 times the Cat Eye Beads to boost critical hit chance. For the Spirit, I'm using the Red Governor. It gives you a huge boost in thunder damage, making it perfect for this build. And now for one of the most important things of this build, the Golden Loong Staff. This staff increases the damage dealt by all pillar stance moves. A long can be summoned to execute thunder at the enemy at pillar stance heavy attacks that cost 3 or 4 focus points. And that's exactly what we want to see. For the Gourd, I'm using the Immortal Blessing Gourd, which increases attack power with every sip. The Long Balm Drinks works the same way, adding more attack boost. As for the soaks, we will go for the Frost Enduring Crescent, helps recovering ki when mana is low. The Death Stinger and Double Camped Roaster Blood increases speed and critical hit chance. And the Robust Antler boosts attacks power when mana is depleted. And when you're using the Spellbinder, your mana is always depleted. Now, this build revolves entirely around the pillar stance. Why? Because Longs only summon when performing a pillar stance heavy attack with 3 or 4 focus points. For spells, we're using the Spellbinder for huge thunder damage output and the life-saving strength to stay alive in tough fights. If you don't want to use Spellbinder, swap it out for Immobilize to help build focus points faster. For transformations, we also have 2 choices. We can go for the Golden Lining, giving a solid thunder damage boost, or the Dark Thunder, giving also a thunder damage boost, but it's a bit more unpredictable and super fun to play and use. Both of these are great, but the Dark Thunder feels more explosive and dynamic. Alright, now let's put this build to the test against our favorite punching bag, the Wandering Wight. As you could see, this was the Spellbinder focused build. Normal hits hit between 100 and 400 damage. With Spellbinder activated, we're hitting between 300 and 800 damage. Heavy attacks with long summonings deal about sometimes 5000, 7000, 8000 critical hit chance damage, but normally around 2000 damage. This is pretty okay for this build. But one thing to keep in mind, once you activate Spellbinder, you can't use your spirit or transformations anymore. Be sure to use those first before activating it. Alright, next up, let's try the Immobilize focus build. And for this build, we're also using a different transformation. As you can see right away, you'll notice that the damage is maybe a little bit lower compared to Spellbinder. However, if you focus on building up focus points and using your spirit efficiently, you can still deal serious damage. And this setup allows you to be more flexible in combat. Also with the transformation, I think this setup is actually better than the Spellbinder setup. If you want pure damage, go for Spellbinder. If you want a little bit more flexible, go for this build. And that's it. That's it for the Golden Loong build. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. What other builds do you want me to test? Drop a suggestion and I'll give it a go. Like, subscribe and stay tuned for more Black Myth Wukong content. Thanks for watching and I'll see you all in the next one.